Hey guys, welcome back to the 23rd episode of Let's Play Space Engineers as a German engineer. I'm Daniel, I've been born and raised in Germany, and I've been living and working in the San Francisco Bay Area in Silicon Valley for the last 10 or so years as a software engineer. Last episode, we dealt with this thing. Oh, we haven't dealt with it, we worked with it, and it was a complete disaster. I have spent some time in creative mode, and I think I figured out how to fix it and how to get it up and running. I don't think we made any crucial mistakes. We did a couple of smaller mistakes. I think we didn't have enough gyros probably. We didn't have enough lift. In theory, we had enough lift, but we also definitely need to add some more batteries. There's a couple of things that we want to do, and I'll try to do it. I got it to fly in creative, so we should be able to get it to fly here as well. So let's go over and check it out. Overall, this kind of build should be possible. We need to raise it up from the ground so we can get some components installed in the bottom. In creative, I placed the thrusters up here. I think that worked better than down here. I don't know if that was what made the difference between this thing flying and not. And also, we need more sideways thrusters. One is not enough on each side. I used 4 gyros, none of them on override. At least in creative it wasn't necessary, and having them on override would prevent me from actually maneuvering the ship. And yeah, what else? I have 4 large atmospheric thrusters instead of 2, and I have 1 in each of these corners here. And I also put some magnetic plates, large magnetic plates as the feet underneath the cargo containers. Not 4 cargo containers. On every side I had 1. That is overkill. 4 large cargo containers are filled with, let's say, iron bars. This thing would need a total of, I think, 10 or so atmospheric thrusters to lift off at that point. So the reason I'm going to install 4 is just for balance and looks. If you actually fill those up, you will not be able to fly this thing anymore. That said, though, once it's stocked, you can absolutely fill them up and utilize them. And you just need to get the ores or the components away in some other way. So, first step here is, so I want to build, I need to get the conveyor down here, but I want to try something else first. I was struggling really with lifting this up using pistons last time. In creative, that was no problem at all, and it behaved exactly like I expected. So I'm like wondering now if this was due to this having been a static grid at some point, or parts being buried in the ground, or being perceived as buried in the ground. Right now it's a ship, and if I put some pistons somewhere, it should have no problem lifting this up. So I want to try that first, because if that does not work, then bringing the conveyor down might not even be necessary. If we can't lift it off the ground, we may have to completely rebuild it. I don't want to do that, but if we can't lift it, then that's what we have to do. We're just going to put some blocks here. Okay, I just realized I had the game audio not routed through to the recording. I fixed that now. So you will be able to hear the game now. Okay, this piston, if I'm not completely mistaken, should be able to just lift this up. So let's see. Reverse direction. There we go. That's much better. Okay, that's perfect. That means we can actually work here. So I'm gonna go and recharge my jetpack, my H2, as well as run the conveyor down here. See you in a couple of minutes. Okay, we've built the conveyor all the way down here. Now we have material easily accessible to repair and finish building this. So what I'm going to do next is I am going to put down 2 more pistons to lift this entire construct up off the ground. Once that is done, I will start basically just reattaching. I'll put the cow containers down, I'll put the large thrusters down, I'll add more small thrusters, and so forth. So I'll just basically go through most of the building process for this mining rig in one big swoop. And fingers crossed, it'll be almost done the next time you see my face. So let's get at it. Okay, so just a quick update. I've installed conveyor, reinforced conveyor all along the top. So this is all connected here. I've placed little cargo containers in every corner to make it easier for me to weld up stuff and get material. And I've put the big thrusters into every corner. As well as 3 little thrusters in every center here. And since I have conveyor all along here, I was able to just hook in to those conveyors to kind of like put temporary welders up to help me weld all of that stuff up. Stuff up. So, a couple things that I still need to do before I feel comfortable saying the foundation of this is done. I need to run these conveyors down and install the cargo containers. I need to attach large magnetic plates to the bottom of the cargo containers. I actually want to get one of them done as soon as possible. I think my game is quite laggy, and I think that is because this here is technically not attached really to anything, and there's a lot of calculations going on. But yeah. And then I need to install batteries. I need at least 8 or 10 even. Yeah, you can see how this is like, it's shaking. All of this is shaking. Probably put another of these gyros, although I have 2 on override. Well, whatever. And then batteries and a cockpit. And I think then I'm done. Okay, then let's continue on. Okay, so I have attached all the cargo containers and the landing gears. I know this looks like it's floating, but it's actually, this one is attached here. When I tried to disconnect it from this, I was lifting it up with the pistons and I didn't pay attention to how much strain this would put on the connector here. So when I disconnected it, it destroyed my refinery here and some damage here. I do need to reconnect it again. Not for charging. I think the charging over time, the windmills will take care of that. But if I want to finish the remaining items, and now I'm thinking, what is it even still that I need to finish? I think I do need to do the batteries, and I might want to use a welder for that. But I could bring the welder just to it from the outside. Like, getting the connector back up and running is going to be a lot of work, I think. Like, you need to align it properly and everything. So maybe... Well, I'll see. I'll think about it. In any case, I need some more batteries. 4 batteries is not going to be enough. Like, each of these thrusters uses, I think, 17 kilowatt maximum. The large thrusters. And each battery provides... not kilowatt, megawatt. Sorry. And each battery provides 14. So I need... For the large thrusters alone, I need like at least 5 batteries to be able to fully feed them. And then I need some more for the little thrusters, and then I need each battery, like if you run it at 100%, it can only last 15 minutes. So to have a little bit more storage on the ship, to not run out of battery immediately, I think 10 is a good number. 10 batteries. I'll need to figure out where to put them. I might... Yeah, I might stick them on here on the side. But yeah, batteries, and then since I have the feet on here now, I could lower this drill setup a little bit more. I think I have, how many do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I could add at least one more piston. It'll bring this whole kind of shebang lower a little bit and give me some more reach into the ground. But I think, other than that, I'll need a cockpit, and then I should be ready to go. So, yeah, not much more. Maybe another hour of work before we're ready. But I'm excited. So I'll do the remaining items, and let's see if we can get this baby off the ground. See you in a bit. Okay. So this is what we have so far. I think this is good. So let me quickly show you around. So I installed these mining drill heads. I added one more piston here and added another block just for buffering so that I want these mining drill heads as close as possible to the ground level of the feet so that when they start mining, they immediately hit ground. I guess some blocks here are still a little bit damaged that I may need to weld up, but that's okay. What I then did, I installed 6 batteries on this side and 6 more over there. I decided to put them up here primarily because I had easy conveyor access here to use some welders to easily weld them up. I also installed speed modules on the refineries. I think this is overkill. I might just remove some again. I'm pretty sure that my refinery over here can basically keep up with what this mine here is producing. Although I'm also pretty sure that this mine right now is actually I'm confused. What is that ice lake marker there? That is not our ice lake, right? That is in that direction. I'm so confused. Whatever. Sorry, I was saying this. I'm pretty sure that this one refinery with speed modules that I have here can service this this mine. Although we are experimenting with speed. I want to experiment with speeding up the mines, so maybe we do need more refineries. But yeah, and then yeah, I rebuilt this connector. It just looks like it's like under enormous strain. I may have to, yeah, I don't know, fix this. I rebuilt this connector because I needed material in the grid, so I could use welders to weld everything up more easily. Other than that, I installed a cockpit down here. I think that's it since we took the last stop. So the only thing right now that is still required is I need to set up some timer blocks to automate some of the things to start and stop the mine. I want a timer block, and I want a timer block to launch the grid. Primarily, what I want to do when I launch the grid, I want to make sure that the mine is off. I don't want the mine running, and I want to make sure that the refineries are off. I'm pretty sure that if these refineries are running, especially with all these speed modules, while I'm trying to take this off, that I will overload the batteries. So I want to make sure that the refineries are off when I take off, and then obviously I can unlock the feed and whatnot. Right now, this is still docked, and I will leave it. I might leave it docked for a little bit longer, just so that the batteries can charge a little more. We can use at least some of the energy. Actually, I should check. I do need to rename some of these things as well. Okay, so fully charged in 3 hours. Okay. And then yeah, and then I need to organize blocks a little bit, create some groups, rename blocks and stuff like that. I will go into that quickly, and then we'll get back once the batteries are charged a little bit, and then we'll give this thing a spin and see like if it works. And maybe we can park it somewhere and have the mine run as well. I think that would be pretty cool and a great end to the episode. And see you in a couple minutes.
1 hour later.
Hello. We have a flying mining rig. Hallelujah. It maneuvers quite slowly, but it does. And tilting up and down is really hard because right now the gyros are kind of locked in. Let's see here. MMR gyro. So I've let's turn override off on all of them. Did that actually do it? I'm not convinced. There's a lot of inertia still. Let me quickly land this again, and then there we go. You can tell that it's docked when the windmills turn back on again. This is dock. I have a couple of timer blocks. I had to remove these lower speed modules. A, I don't think I'll need them, and B, they were blocking the arm. What did I do else? Installed the timer blocks here. I put up a little small grid rotor, so I could use the small grid timer blocks. I installed some lights, and yeah, that's basically it. Okay, let me quickly check out where we have some ores that we might want to mine, and then I'm gonna move that rig over there, and then we're gonna give it a try. Super excited that it's actually working now. Took quite a while, but we did it. Okay, let me check it out. Be back in a minute. Okay, there's a spot right down here. It's not far from the base, just down the hill here, and I think it should have silicon eyes, magnesium, and that's actually something I should probably put on the rig still, a ore detector. But except outside of that, move it down here. There's already we were already mining here a little bit. That's the iron, that's the magnesium. So I think I'm gonna just land it on top of this here basically, and then we'll drill through that and see how it goes. Okay, let me move it. Okay, we are docked. Thrusters are off. Let's run the mine. Okay, I think I'll call this a success. It's been running like 20 minutes, 30 minutes maybe at this point, and it's been grinding along just fine. I increased the speed, as I said I would want to experiment with, and it's working just fine. I think I can increase the speed even further if I want to. The batteries are charging slowly but surely. That said, I don't think the refineries are working at maximum capacity yet. I'll wait. I think as the drills dig deeper into actual proper stone instead of like this dirt which are grinding through right now, that will increase the utilization of the refineries. So I'll wait until I reach that point before I make any changes. But 13,000 iron already accumulated. I think this is pretty good. Nice. There's one thing I think that I want to do. Yeah, let me quickly see. Oh, how do I do this? Oh, this is okay. So what I want to do is I want to put up my dashboard that shows how much material we have. And then edit, browse scripts. Oh, come on. There's a bug where you can't click the buttons. I had that before. I somehow figured out how to do it. Ah, yeah. You hold right click on the button and then left click it. Let's load the inventory dashboard. And it's called inventory dashboard. Let's name this inventory dashboard here. Inventory dashboard. Text and images. There we go. The right font though. Aha! Perfect. Nice. So one thing I'm wondering, I know it's possible somehow. I think I may put this on my list of scripting to do things. These dashboards here, you can program them somehow. And I think it would be cool if we just had the inventory dashboard in one of these things here. So we can look at what's going on while we are monitoring the mine. Awesome. Let's quickly go to the engineering dashboard. Okay. We have successfully finished building the mining rig, the mobile mining rig. Man, this was a tough one. But I'm glad we did it. There's a couple things that I would like to kind of like refine on the mining rig, but we can talk about those things next time. Thanks a lot for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to give it a thumbs up. And I think I really deserved it this time. This was a tough build. So if you want to see more like this, make sure to subscribe. I upload Space Engineers videos twice a week, and there's lots of other stuff to explore on the channel. Other than that, if you may have friends or know somebody who would enjoy this video too, please go ahead and share it with them. That's the best way to help the channel grow. Other than that, I appreciate your time. Thanks a lot for watching, and see you guys next time. Bye.